3 other people out within 30 seconds.
Bone chill. Wait, what is this? I've never seen mailboxes.
Uh-oh. I've been spotted. Mean. Haha. Oh god. Dude. Oh my gosh.
Huntress it is.
Yeah, her and I, we had a lovely run, and we had tea together, and I guess I said the wrong thing. She threw a hatchet in my face, so...
Really now? Gotta put some music on.
And I don't think this should be taken offensively at all by anybody who's a believer. But Judaism today is a... there aren't devoted, there aren't devout Jews who are well-meaning in their worship toward God. You say, Pastor, what do you mean? Listen, I don't know how many individuals I know who are saved that told me when they were young people, Jews, that they wanted to know the truth, and they began to read the scripture, and they were told by their teachers, don't read Isaiah, and they read it anyway. And they saw that Jesus was the Messiah. And you know what happened? As soon as they knew that Jesus was the Messiah, they believed in him.
I'm still AFK.
Gosh dang it, what is this woman? Oh my gosh!
But he isn't. You think about that? What Jewish rabbi could not
Basement time.
that Jesus is a Messiah? Honestly, what kind of person would be a scholar or at all knowledgeable?
I'm back. I have 3 crows, and I haven't been murdered.
Very nice. I'm already on death hook, so
Wait, how'd you get on death hook? She hooked you twice?
She likes following me apparently.
I'm on the way. Oh, it's a Huntress.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Things aren't looking good.
Things about that mindset as well tonight. I want to help you with something. First of all, what's the purpose of negativity? You ever just realize that some people are negative or some things are negative? Now, all people, now it could be that somebody, if you're going to give them a percentage, never want to hear anything somebody's negative. 99% negative. I don't think he'll ever hear this, and so I can tell you about a friend of my brother's who has the unique ability to not listen to anything.
I'd be running.
He can get called in. I mean, he literally just...
Run, Forrest, run!
I've been running.
He'll get talked to for 20 or 30 minutes, and he'll come out, and my brother said you could ask him, what did he say? And he'll go, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Listen,
Okay, one thing I have to say is she's very easy to mind game, especially around rocks and walls.
Speak for yourself.
That's a unique...
I am. Jeez.
The problem is he can never learn anything. He can never be taught or told anything. So let me just ask you a practical question. If somebody does something wrong or something that's negative, can there be help in negativity?
This keyboard is so bulky, I don't care if it just stopped. Yep. My keyboard just stopped. Nah, that's upsetting.
That's what they all say.
Before you leave. Now, if I tell you this car won't make it 10 miles, would you like to hear that? Not really, but would you rather hear it when you're not on the side of I-95? Or in the middle lane in I-95? When would you like to know there's a problem?
How did she bring... Oh, okay.
Right. Is there help in negativity sometimes? The answer to that's yes. Now let me just give you some hope.
She has Iron Maiden.
Everything so far we've preached in Ezekiel, aside from his call, has pretty much been negative. But there's more to the story. Matter of fact, after chapter 25, we go positive. Just so you know, there's
my other keyboard broke earlier. Like the keys started shorting out. I couldn't use it. So now I'm using a full keyboard and I'm not used to it.
Just so you know, you say, Pastor, boy, everything's gloom and doom and hellfire and brimstone. Everything's wrong. Everything's judgment. Is there anything positive? Is there any hope? And the answer is there's no hope until you see the things that are wrong. There's no solution until you see that.
All she had to do was break the pallet.
To look at that. You know, sometimes I need a pick-me-up. Sometimes I need good news. You know, one of the things that I want to do when I preach.
All right, we haven't. Yeah, we haven't got agenda.
This is what you can do. This is how things can be better. This is what you can help, or the help you can receive, and what you can hope for. Sometimes we have to hear what's wrong. Now, I don't want to give you, as Paul Harvey would say, the rest of the story ahead of time, but we do end on a positive note here this evening. Well, let's read verses 1 through 5 to open our context.
On my way to work on a gen.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to
I
know
almost
her
messed that up.
abominations, and say, Thus saith the Lord God unto Jerusalem, Thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan.
Hi, Fang. You want to walk here a little bit slower?
And Hittite. And as for thy nativity, in the day thou wast born, thy navel was not cut, neither wast thou washed in water to suckle.
Whoops.
Thou wast not salted at all.
Here, you stay there.
I regressed so much.
None I pitied thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion unto thee. But thou wast cast out in the open field to the loathing of thy person in the day that thou wast born.
She's headed that way.
Father, please help tonight as we look at God trying to make a very, very good point about why Israel should be faithful to Him. And Lord, rather than seeing others, help us to see ourselves when it is that we see mindsets or attitudes that displease
that
you.
That thing took it like a man.
And if those are in us, God, convict us about them and show us a way to be right with you, we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, you remember a couple weeks ago they found the father of the baby that was floating in the ocean by the inlet in Boynton Beach. They found a little infant, and through a DNA test actually found his father, and he didn't even know he'd had a child. But he said, well, this girl told me she had a child, that she'd taken care of it or whatever. Basically, she reported it. And so they found out that the mother had given birth and then thrown the baby in the ocean, just abandoned it. And every now and again you hear about these tragic stories. Someone will find a baby in a trash can, still has the umbilical cord attached to it. And it's sickening, isn't it, actually, when you think of that illustration. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, I keep popping it at the wrong time.
What do they call that baby? Noel or something?
And the boon goes up.
The baby they found at Boynton Beach. What was it? No, that's usually the generic name.
Oh, wow, okay.
Or whatever, but I can't remember. We can Google it and find it out pretty easily. But it's
Dang, Trolling, you must not really like her.
No, she did that. She stopped me from healing for some reason.
Person that found that baby, found that abandoned baby. And I've been unfortunate enough to be on the scene of a death. And someone's found that sort of thing. It's really, really sickening. But I can't imagine anything worse than just seeing infant. God likens Jerusalem, which would be, the city of the king. Likens that city, which would be the people of Judah, the children of Israel. He likens them to a baby that was born.
Oh my.
And never had the umbilical cord.
There's a hex.
Time.
No, there's a hex on that hill right there.
I'll see if I can go for it.
And that's what I found you. I'll say as well, we talk about privilege.
She's probably headed there.
Anybody that woke things becoming unpopular, people are sick of it. I haven't heard a lot about privilege as much lately.
You didn't get it?
No.
When it comes to economics and so forth. there are some privileged families in the world. So Tony was and his mom were talking about somebody moved in their neighborhood.
But they're getting the hex.
Literally bought up the whole city's worth of property in Davie and just basically
no, they're not.
compounds and so forth, and even with his diplomatic immunity with people that
So close.
they just moved in. I don't know how much of it's speculation, rumor, or true, but it seems a lot of it's true. They ran over the garden there because they got mad at the that's diplomatic immunity. And sometimes you see that and you say, boy, that guy's got some privilege. He's bad, but he has some pretty rotten behavior. I don't know. I don't like diplomatic immunity. The idea of it. Remember a couple years ago when it was the prince in Saudi Arabia that the journalist was cut up and put out in a suitcase, and we did nothing. We did nothing. No kind of sanctions or anything against Saudi Arabia, but just blatant human rights violations. How does he get away with that? Money, privilege. There is a such thing as privilege. If you're not born with privilege, the chances of your ever coming to a place of privilege, in the United States, we've got it pretty good. Just about anybody can feel comfortable. But the chances of your getting to a place of great privilege are not very high. And God is here reminding Jerusalem, you're not born into privilege. He said, thy birth and nativity is of the land of Canaan. Now, what is
I like the new mic a lot. I just gotta wait for the
background of
so.
birth being from the land of Canaan?
Yeah, they get
What's the crawl. Well, they were given Canaan, the Canaan land, right? In other words, you came from Canaan. But he said, thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother was an Hittite. He said, you weren't born into privilege. The people that you come from actually are people that were supposed to be cursed from the land. You're nothing special by your birth, God has said. Listen, you say, Pastor, that doesn't sound very nice. Listen, it'd be a real help for you and me both to realize we're not born into privilege. Our privilege is earned. Listen, when it comes to our stature, our standing as the children of God, friend, we don't have a purebred pedigree. We were depraved sinners, hell-bound.
As I accidentally left the game instead of spectator.
Jesus died for our sin and gave us his royal blood. Now look what God does with this abandoned baby in a field. Look at verse 6. When I pass by the
I can't open that gate. She wants me to open the gate, but I can't.
Live. How can you
Gens weren't done.
Who left Egypt and wandered in the wilderness for 40 years?
Does she not realize that you have to go to Hajj?
That they benefited by in the land of Canaan. The only thing you can say is, God said, live. How do you eat in the wilderness? God fed you. How did you clothe yourself in the wilderness?
That's me. You just take off and try to find that.
Your raiment. How did you get water?
I mean, she's giving me the gate.
Gave you water. How
Seems.
go from place to place and not be destroyed by all the predator nations around you? God preserved and protected you. God said, live.
She's showing me the hatches over there.
What chance does an uncared for baby abandoned in a field have for survival? None at all. None at all. Baby can't take care of itself. Can't pull itself up by its bootstraps. No, baby has to be cared for. God cared this nation. God said, I said live. In verse 7, I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased in waxing great. And thou art come to thy breasts are fashioned, thy hair is grown, whereas thou wast naked and bare. Now when I
Where's the hatch?
looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love. I spread my skirt over thee, covered thy nakedness.
Where is it?
Yea, I swear unto thee and entered into a covenant with thee, said the Lord God, and thou becamest mine.
Oh, on the hill.
How did
On the
the
hill.
nation of Israel come into a covenant with God?
Where the hex was? It's up on the hill. The hatches.
It's not a trick question. How did they come into a covenant with God? God proposed, and they accepted his proposal. Remember? Moses went up on the mountain. God said, "Here's my law."
Seems
Go
legit.
And they said, "We will."
Yeah, was that totem.
God proposed, and they accepted.
Points.
And it was a good proposal. He said in verse 10, I clothe thee also with embroidered work. Verse 11, I deck thee also with ornaments. Verse 12, I put a jewel on thy forehead and earrings in thine ear. Verse 13, thou wast decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and embroidered work. God said, you had nothing, and I dressed you. I put royal clothing on you. Verse 14,
Here,
thy
have a
renown
psych.
went forth among the heathen for thy beauty.
Here, have my toolbox. Psych.
The nation of Israel under
My
King
toolbox.
Solomon. When the
Yo.
Queen of Sheba comes
That
to
would have been
Solomon,
funny. The
it's
jump
even
in,
true
catch it to the
the
face.
way that God has
Backflip
blessed
move.
the nation of Israel. And it says, as a result of
Their
her
name.
observing, she says, it's more than what I thought. What
I have
was
to repair
told
2
isn't
more gems
anything
with
like
people.
Do you see
the
their
way that
name?
God has used and blessed King Solomon. And to bless King Solomon is to bless the entire nation.
I accidentally left
And so that has
immediately.
become her standing. But look at verse 15. Here's the point.
Guys, I
We're going
don't
to
mean
make a
to be a
couple
bad
points.
amigo, but I'm gonna hop off for a little bit. I'm not feeling too good.
But thou didst trust in thine own beauty,
Alrighty.
and playedst the
It was
harlot
nice
because of thy renown, and
Yeah,
pouredst
nice
out
meeting you too,
thy
Cribs. I'm just so
fornications
bummed up
on
to be
everyone that
trolling
was
the game
passed
for
by.
hours.
His it
Anyways,
was.
I'm gonna
Stop
log
there.
off for a while. I'm not feeling good.
You know, there is
We haven't played in like a week.
desire
I know.
to
It's
not
been itching
recognize
at me.
or give
What?
gratitude
Well,
where
See you
it's
soon, though.
deserved.
Don't worry.
I'm amazed
When are you
at
coming
how many
back?
Kids think they're so smart
As soon as I feel better.
because of their education and because of their
I'll leave. I just feel like crap.
Like tomorrow?
In order for them
I'll be on
to
tomorrow, definitely, yes.
No, but are you coming back tonight?
I got a degree. You know how hard it is.
That
to
is
even
a
get to go
possibility. That's why I'm
to a
quit feeling
school where
like
you can
junk.
get a
Feels like there's
degree.
just a bunch of pus
If
like
you
built
were
in my
born in
body.
a
Feels like my
field of
spine's
nature,
about to
you
like
wouldn't
snap
have
in
it.
two.
But your parents did it for you. I don't know how many.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Honest,
Well,
successful
I will see you guys in a little while,
interview
hopefully.
them and you ask them,
Alrighty, man.
how
See
did
ya.
you make it?
All right.
What did you do? When was your first big break? I don't know how many of them talk about mentors. You know, I'll be honest with you. I owe it all to just this person that took an interest.
Vault power window on chase 3 times while using dance with me.
When nobody else
Alrighty.
would.
I'm closing out your stream now.
And yeah, they did something with it. But you know, that person could have given anybody the same chance instead of them, or could have denied them a chance. You know, sometimes people have to open a door in order for you to go in. And the fact of the matter is that under Solomon, the nation of Israel became a great nation, became the greatest nation in the world. And so now they're the greatest nation in the world. Well, we could draw some parallels, couldn't we?
That's cool.
You know, any person that tries to claim God has not blessed America has not looked at the case carefully. God has blessed our country. And we're in many ways in the same kind of a way where we're
Oh, Murray, you don't have to
we've
go.
done this ourselves. We haven't done it ourselves. You cannot explain how 13
Wait, what's going on?
colonies,
We're losing another?
upstarts of people who had no really military.
He said I'll hop off so you can get good MMR players. Well, I don't want good MMR killers.
Nah, you're fine. Anyway, we're here to have fun
It's
and
not
vibe.
possible.
Doesn't really matter.
Numerically, it's impossible.
I need to put
Resource-wise,
dance
it's
with me.
impossible. But God just caused all kinds of things
Dance
to
with me.
happen.
Yeah, I need
Just
that.
made it so that
No, when you
independence
vault.
of the country.
Oh, yeah, when you leave a locker or fast fall, you lose your scratch marks for 3 seconds.
That with life has always been interesting.
The nation of Israel,
Yeah, I'll
here
put
is
that
the
on.
nation, they're saying we're the greatest
And then
nation.
maybe
Accomplishments.
lightweight?
Science, botany,
Yeah, that'll definitely help you as
building,
well.
engineering,
5 seconds.
military,
The scratch marks, and then also they're spaced out. Easy to lose
politics, management, they'd become great.
Let's see, the challenge is to vault a pallet or window wall and chase 3 times while using the perk dance with me. It doesn't even say I have to lose them. It just says I have to vault something 3 times.
It was the the killer's name. I was looking at it through his stream. That's how I knew the hatch was on the hill. I pulled up his stream because I accidentally left.
You know something, my friend? This isn't an innate.
Wait, whose stream?
This isn't.
I pulled up your stream because I accidentally ended up leaving the game immediately, and I wasn't thinking because I was talking with chat. So I pulled up your stream on my other monitor and I was watching it. That's how I knew the trap was on.
You saw it there? I didn't even see it there.
Yeah, I see it. It was at the top right corner.
If I have intelligence, it's because God.
That's how I seen that it was up there. It was like it's next to the hex. You were at the time that you were sitting on the gym.
And I've capitalized on it. God has given me opportunities. The nation of Israel here has.
If I ever disconnect like that, I'll just watch your stream.
And she says, "Look how beautiful I am. Look what I've done."
At least I can see what's going on.
And then she just prostitutes herself. In verse, well, we saw in verse 5.
Also, if we ever need another, I can always ask and see if my cousin
garments
wants to
and
join.
covered them,
Because he
and now I
had
set
fun.
mine oil and mine
And he's
incense
been
before
enjoying
him.
your content.
My meat
a lot
also,
lately.
verse 19, which I gave thee, fine flour and oil and honey, wherewith I fed thee. Thou hast even
Is
set
he on?
before them for a sweet savor, and thus it was, saith the Lord God. So they.
I mean, we don't always have to have a
God
fourth.
had given them, and they.
I know.
I think some people are just gonna
They
come and go.
used
Like
it.
they'll pop on.
People that hated God. As soon as God
My
blessed the
thing is,
nation of
though,
Israel, they went out and
And I
thanked
think it
Molech.
makes a little bit of sense is
They worshiped
like having somebody that's
Balaam.
reliable in a
They
stack
worshiped
that we
the
know ain't
gods
gonna
of the
like
heathen
just DC
that have
off
been
of some
driven
BS
out of the
stuff.
land because of worshiping those gods. As soon as
Like
they
yeah,
were
sometimes it
blessed.
happens, but
Look at verse 22. Here's a second point. In all
Just
thine
saying,
abominations, thy whoredoms, thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth when thou wast naked.
It's
and
also
bare and wast
sometimes fun to be with a random, because you never know what you're gonna get.
you always have a good random to sacrifice if anything goes wrong as well. Sure.
Or it's just sometimes you meet somebody that's good or funny or whatever.
Again,
True,
or as
true.
though we have no reason to be grateful for the place we're in. You know, gratitude's so important. Verse 26, thou hast also committed fornication with the Egyptians, thy neighbors. Now stop here just a minute. What is so significant about Israel's alliance with the Egyptians? See, when Ezekiel and Jeremiah in particular, prophesied that they were going to go into captivity to Babylon, what was the first thing that Jerusalem, the king, did in order to try to prevent going into captivity? Sent to Egypt and paid for armies to come and fight for them so that they could try to win against the king of Babylon. How well did that work? Well, the king of Egypt had his own problems. They just gave their resources away. But what was so significant about that? The significance of it was that their very existence was because they had been redeemed by God from being slaves to Egypt. God does all this for them. They've come out of Egypt as bondservants, as slaves, and now they're a free people, and now they're the great nation in the world, and they go hang out with the Egyptians, the ones who betrayed them and made slaves out of them.